Hello folks, and welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to put a heated floor into this bathroom. The system that I'm going to use is a system called Warm Tiles. This is by EasyHeat. I'm not sponsored by EasyHeat. I paid for all this stuff myself, and this is the first time I've done a heated floor. So you'll see how I go about doing this. And since this is my first one, you know, I'm learning as I go along here. And so by the end of the video, you know, I'll be able to tell you whether I would recommend this to you or not. The reason I chose the EasyHeat Warm Tiles system was because I've used the EasyHeat brand before in the heat tapes underneath the mobile homes, and I really like their products, and the heat tapes work really well, easy to install, and this is what I'm looking at when I look at stuff, you know, for do-it-yourselfers. We want to keep it simple, keep it easy. You know, a lot of these jobs you can make them complicated, and they don't need to be made complicated. So the Warm Tiles comes in this box. This is the whole thing here. This is the whole kit, except for here. This is the thermostat that I'll be installing in there, and I'll show you how that works. But basically, you get this roll of cable, and I'm using what's called the DFT cable. All right, and so there's different systems, like even within the EasyHeat. Way that they do this, but this is called the DFT cable set. Light shining on there. So this is a DFT cable set, and this is how we're going to do it. So basically, what's going to happen here is this is going to get unraveled, and it's going to be in a grid back and forth on the floor. So these are the components that are in the box. To get ready for this, what we did when we framed the home, we roughed in the cable here, and so when we had the wall open, we ran the wire up to this box here, and so in this box we have this white cable here is the thermostat cable, and then this is what's called the cold cable. This supplies the power to the unit. Okay, and then of course inside of here we have power coming into it from the panel. So we have a 15 amp dedicated circuit for this, and we have a ground fault breaker on that. And basically what we've done here, and then I'll just take you over here and show you this. In our electrical panel is right here. So this breaker here is the breaker for the heated floor there. What we've done here, this is a ground fault breaker, and here's a test button and all that. So right now it's off. But what that was this home had a jacuzzi tub in here from the factory. So there was that ground fault circuit coming into this bathroom anyways for a bathtub that was here before. And to make it more modern, we're going with this this shower stall here. And so this shower stall will be getting a glass panel on the end of the wall here, and then a sliding glass door there. So since we had that wire and everything here, I decided to use it. And it's basically the same electrical requirements for this the heated floor as there was for that jacuzzi. So that's what that was. This used to be the control for the jacuzzi. And so the wire comes out, and so basically we have this black wire here is what's called the cold wire, and then that turns into the DFT cable, which is this copper cable here. The white cable is the thermostat cable, which will be embedded into the floor. So basically what I have to do here is do this grid. And then I will be putting a layer of thin set mud over top of that to level it between the wires. And then once we get that all installed and set and it dries, then these are the floor tiles that we're going to put on top of all of that. So this material that we put on the floor here, this is a product by Panel Products. It's called Sureply, and it comes out of Patriot Timber, and it's a plywood product. And so we've laid that down, you know, and we screwed it with flooring screws, you know, on a 4-inch grid there. And so this product, panel product, this wood product, is recommended for tile installations. It actually carries a warranty. I know some people that have watched my other videos on tile installations have seen this product and say, oh, you know, you can't do that, it's no good, your floors will fail. Well, I've got several floors out that are on this that are several years old and we've had no failures. So, you know, use what you want underneath. If you want to use a Schluter or something like that, you know, go ahead. You know, this is again something that's easy to do for the you do it yourselfer. It doesn't cost a lot of money. And you know, for this application, it's perfect. It just works fine. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit set up here and start, and I'll kind of show you as I go along here the whole process to you know, from start to finish here to the you know, to the point that we're ready for tiles. So you'll see the thin set go down and all of that. All right, folks, stay tuned. Okay, so moving along here, folks. I've got these strips nailed down to the floor. You can see those metal strips, and those metal strips are what's going to hold the cable. So the cable is going to weave back and forth like this over these metal straps. And I'll give you a close up here, but you can see on these straps there's these little hooks, and so the cable's gonna go into there, and then these will press down and grip the cable. So this material here is a soft aluminum, so it's not going to damage the cable as opposed to a galvanized steel. The instructions say you can just staple them down. What I've used is just a roofing nail. So I've nailed them down with these guys. You can see them along here. You want this to be down, you know, fairly tight. I've nailed it every 3-4 inches here because you want this all flat. When you put your thin set over top of this, you want everything secured to the floor. Otherwise, you're going to get it'll be wavy and bumpy and humpy. So, you know, just I'm following the manufacturer's instructions. You know, if all else fails, read the instructions. And so this is kind of how they recommend to lay this out. And so you won't be putting any heating cable obviously underneath the toilet, you know, or underneath the cabinet over there as well. Where this comes out of the wall here, so I've got this separated here now. And you want to be careful when you're handling this stuff. This is your thermostat, and this actually, the end of this is the thermostat bulb. You know, so if you step on that, you're going to damage that thing. So you want to be really careful with that. So kind of the way I'm going to go about this is I'm going to run this. The black part of this cable has no heat in it. It's called the cold part. So I'm gonna tuck that in there. You can see I've taken the chisel and I've you know, I've kind of grooved that out a little bit there because the black cord is quite a bit thicker than the DFT cable, which is this copper colored one. All right, so basically what I'm going to do here is run this in like this, you know, and then I'll come out and you know, then work into my grid. You don't want to do any sharp bends on this. You want to have nice loops in it. If you do a sharp bend on it, you could break the cable. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is hold this down in here with just some hot glue, and that will keep that down there like that. All right, so I've got my cable set up here, and what I've done is just put the roll of cable, you know, like this through my ladder and a broom, and I can just pull the cable off, and this is how I keep myself, you know, from getting tangled up in the cable. That's kind of an old electrician's trick, and that's what they do to, you know, keep themselves organized with their cable. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and you know, lay out this cable here, and once I get it all laid out, I'll kind of show you how that went. All right, stay tuned, folks. Okay folks, so this has gone pretty good here. I've got the cable all laid, and you can kind of see how I got it laid out. So I'll just show you from the start here. So up here we have the thermostat. That's going to be next. Before I go much further here, I'm going to get this test it, and then also hook it up to make sure everything is right before I set the tiles. If there's any problems, we want to deal with that before we set tiles. So again, this is the power wire for the DFT cable. Okay, that's the DFT cable. So it comes out of the wall here, right? Okay, this white one is the thermostat wire. Okay, it comes along, and this is the sensor right here. So again, you want to be careful when you're working on this. Don't step on that sensor. And you can see what I've done there is I've just taken a chisel and just chiseled out the floor there, because you know, this is kind of like a little bulb here, and so it's bigger than the rest of the cable. So if we don't do this, what will happen is it'll be too high. And what this does now is when we put the thin set scratch coat on here, this thin set's going to go right around that, and it will all protect it and get a good reading. So I just just came out and just, you know, wound this cable back and forth here. Okay, just like that. You just keep going back and forth. Okay, then I came back out around, and then I came through here in front of the toilet, and, you know, just kind of back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and at the ends of the cable where you make the loop, they give you these little plastic clips, and I just used a roofing nail. You could use a screw if you wanted to, or you could just staple it. Then when it comes through these strips here, it's got these little tabs there, and you just bend them down. It's very soft, and, you know, it sort of clamps the wire. Okay, and I just went all the way back there, you know, up around the vanity. You can see how I've just kind of looped it here. So now when you stand at the vanity, you're going to have nice warm, you know, you'll have nice warm feet. Same thing when you come out of the shower door will be right here. You'll step out of the shower onto nice warm tiles. And when you're at the toilet, same thing. You know, you'll be right here, and your feet will be nice heated tiles. Okay, and then of course all through here as well, through the main part of the floor. And you can see the wires there as well. All right, so this is the end of it here. So the end of the wire comes up, makes this last loop. Then it comes back through here. And this is the end. Again, I just chiseled that out, buried it down there, and just put a little bit of hot glue in there to hold that down. So just, you know, just using my hot glue gun there. You just give it a couple little spurts of hot glue and just hold it there while it sets, and that, you know, now that's going to hold that down there while I put the thin set. It's not going to be wanting to stick up. Okay, this is how I did it around the heat register. Okay, in front of the door. So as soon as you walk in the room, you know, you'll be onto this heated tile. So, you know, this is just kind of like a hot, it's like a one of those, you know, what do they call them? Electric blankets. Basically the same idea. Electric blanket has these kind of, you know, DFT cables running through them too. So far, you know, this is going very well. Just give you a close-up here of how I've gone around that toilet. So again, you know, this is my first time doing this. I'd say so far, you know, this is a pretty easy job for a do-it-yourselfer. Yeah, we'll see how the rest of it goes here. So here's the thermostat now, and I'm going to be, you know, going to be working on that. So I'm going to do some testing and, you know, make sure everything is good, that I have no broken wires, or that, you know, nothing's wrong with that. And then I'm going to put that thermostat on, and I'll be back with you. Stay tuned. All right, folks, so I've got everything hooked up. It's powered up, made sure everything's working fine here. So yeah, I tested it, and this is the thermostat. And so you can get these thermostats. You can get them programmable, so that you can have your heat come on and off at different times of the day. We didn't put a programmable one in this home. This is just it's just whatever you set it at, it's at. So you control it here with these buttons down here, and then this is the display. It's backlit, so it's kind of nice. It's got a GFI test button up here. All right, so now we've got that all installed, and we know that it's working, tested. Next step now is going to be to put our scratch coat of thin set on, which is going to embed all of these wires in here and get us ready for tile. So I'll get some thin set mixed up here and just kind of show you how we do that. Stay tuned. Okay folks, so I'm into the next step here now. I'm putting my scratch coat of thin set onto the floor here now. And so nothing special about this. It's just, you know, regular old thin set, like, you know, what you use to set tiles. And so here you can see I've got it mixed up in my pail. And, you know, it's just, yeah, it's just, you know, thin set. And so all I'm doing now is I'm just using the flat side of this trowel here, and you know, just spreading it over the wires. All right, trying to film this for you here. So I'm just, you know, just spreading it over like this. Okay, and using the wires as kind of a screed, you know, to bring everything up to the top of the wires here. All right, so this will dry, and then, you know, then I'm going to do the put the thin set again over top of this to set the tiles. So this is what's called kind of like the base coat. It's called the scratch coat, is the technical term for it. All right, so I'm going to finish this up, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done here. All right, folks. So there we've got the scratch coat on. And so now, you know, all those wires that we laid there before are embedded now in that, and so that gives us a nice surface now to go ahead and put our floor tiles onto. So it's, you know, it's a little bit uneven, but you know, it's okay. When we put the floor tiles on, it's going to you know, even out, because we use a 3/8 notch trowel. And you know, it will just even out. So it'll be all fine. And we didn't come right up to the edge here with the thin set. We have to do a transition between the laminate flooring that's going to be in the bedroom here and the tile in the bathroom. And so there's going to be a strip here that goes this way that makes that transition there. All right, so folks. You know, after doing this install here, I can say, yeah, I like this. It's a good product. You know, this is certainly something that a do-it-yourselfer can do. I've been all day at this. By the time, you know, I got the wires out and got the, you know, got everything laid out and, you know, mixed up this mud. I had to go and get some thin set. I didn't have any, so you know, it's been a full day here. But you know, certainly something that a do-it-yourselfer could do, I would think. And so again, you know, I'm not sponsored by these people, but they really do make some nice products. So this is the EasyHeat brand, and it's called the Warm Tiles Electric Floor Warming System. And then this is the thermostat that I used to go with it. Now, this is a non-programmable, but you can get them programmable. So this thing can, you know, you can program it to come on and off at different times. So the way they sell these is they sell them in a kit according to the size of the floor that you have to do. So for me, the kit was a DFT 1030. And you just have to kind of figure out, you know, your square footage and then, you know, get the appropriate kit. But yeah, that's the warm tiles. That's a floor now ready to go, and that should be pretty nice to
have that, you know, in cold winter morning. You know, we have these cold, dark mornings here in the winter time, and you know, if you need to go to the bathroom, you got heat on the floor in front of the toilet there, and you know, when you come out of the shower, you're going to step onto nice warm tiles. It also gives you a little bit of a kind of a zone control as well in this room. You know, you can close this door and turn the heat on and have it warm in there, but have the heat off in the bedroom, so you can have like two zones, so it can be cooler in the bedroom and then warm when you go into the bathroom. All right, folks, so thanks for watching, and that is how we install a heated floor in a bathroom. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Share the video with your friends. Give us a like. That all helps the channel out, and we appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps. Really helps us promote the channel. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.